Today we're going to have a go at the pole feeder, bit of an unusual method for the River Aire. This is my bait, worms and maggots. I'll chop these up in a second and we'll let you have a look. There we go, worms and maggots nicely chopped up and a nice piece of mole oil. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix this in nice and steady. Mole oil's generally been sieved already by the moles. Seems to work a treat on the river, so I'm just going to fill it about 2/3 full. Mix it all together, add some more maggots, and then I'll show you the rig. And the peg we're going to be fishing today is what would generally be classed as peg 3 below the golf course at Utley. As you can see, plenty of water to go at, a little bit of tree cover. It's a little bit windy today, which is why I've opted for the pole feeder. I'll let you have a quick look at the rig, and here's my bait with some more maggots added just to keep the fish on the bottom. We're just going to have a quick look at the rig, then we'll get fishing. Very simple method. Requires a feeder on a link, and as you can see it's got some green tape around the bottom. Fixed to the bottom of that is a couple of weights to hold, make sure that the feeder holds dead still. As you can see, it's fixed paternoster style. There we go. Don't know if you can see the line. And towards the other end we've got a couple of stone 4 connectors. We've got a big one which we're going to use as a sight, small length of number 6 elastic, and another stone 4 connector at the opposite end. This is connected to a crow's foot in the end of the pole with some doubled up number 8 elastic. Let's get fishing. Right, and there we go, we're ready to fish. Let's just have a quick zoom in so you can see what's going on near the water. But basically all I've got to do now is hold that still. As soon as the fish picks up the bait, the big stone 4 is going to go under, and I've just to lift into the fish because it's generally already going to be hooked. It's a bit of a self-hooking method, but it is very effective on its day. And like I say, today we've got a lot of wind coming down. It's northeasterly. It's causing a bit of a problem. We've got a little bit of sleet coming down as well. So we'll see how we go. May not be that good, but we can always try it. It's a couple of hours. As you can see, a lot of my fishing is done with a rubber. It's basically a piece of silicone tubing, which is used for stick floats. What I do is I tape that onto the pole, and as you can see the line hangs behind the back of there, and if I just show you a little bit further down, that's hanging from there, so it keeps it all nice and tidy till I get it in the water. Took about 5 minutes to get my first fish. It's a small trout. Look at that, eh? How good's that? Nice little trout to get started. Once again, we're going to go straight back out and have a quick look at how it's connected on there. Look, just a rubber, so very simple. That weighted feeder. Seems a bit steamy but my camera, but I don't know if you can see that. We're in again. This is another little brownie, maybe even the same one. Look at that. See if we can get a bite this time. See if we can show you what happens. Some very good days fishing this method, but generally I don't want to use it if there's a strong wind. It just makes it a little bit easier to fish on the bottom without if you're fishing a lollipop and you've got to hold it back. It's very difficult when it's windy. So very effective. You can always put your bait in the same place, it never goes anywhere. And like I say, generally the fish hook themselves and the elastic, that little pink bung, will just disappear under the water. Good thing about this method is a lot of the time you don't even have to watch your little stomp on the end. You can feel it in the pole. As soon as the fish grabs that bait, takes up the slack immediately, and you just feel a little wrap on the end of the pole tip. So just see how we go on. One of the best methods about this as well is I can also fish it hands free. There you go. There's one holding the camera, one holding that. Bank stick stopping it from sliding off my keep net. And in the other side it's just hooked up into the top of my hold all. So all in all, very, very simple. I'm about to have a cup of coffee and hopefully I'll catch another one. We'll soon see. Right, there we go. I don't know if you can see that or not. Back in the landing net, there we go. How's that? Well, there it is, just another little trout about 8 inches long. Caught again on the pole feeder. A little bit cold today, so the camera keeps steaming up. Be nice to see, to be able to get video of the fish actually taking the bait, but at the moment we'll just have to keep hoping. That's 3 fish we've had so far in about 25 minutes, so it's not bad for a winter's day. Well, it looked like we had a little knock on that then, so I'm just going to film a little bit, see if we can get some video footage of a fish. There we go, it looks like a little, I don't know if you can see that, there we go, look, right, we're in. Possibly another little trout, but I'll put the camera down and let's have a look at it when I get it in. Well, as you can see there, this one's managed to snag me up on a little bit of weed. But we've got the fish and it's another brownie. About the same sort of size, about 8 inches long, but still a welcome addition on a day like today. Well, as you can see, the weather's turned a little bit nasty now. Bright sunshine, blue skies when I arrived, then a little bit of hailstorm with blue skies, and now it's absolutely siling it down. Mixture of hailstorm, bit of sleet, still very windy. Certainly not ideal, but almost impossible to fish the lollipop float in these conditions, so just give it another half an hour, see what happens with the weather. Don't pick up, then it's time to go home.